And
What about something
down,
smaller? What
I don't
about
really
something
think so.
smaller,
Count.
like new weapons or new
Oh
armor to shoot
yeah,
for?
yeah, I could.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's just because they have planned to come out with like at least 2 expansions. I don't see that as being necessary with how many expansions they're actually planning on having for the game.
Right.
I could honestly see 3 expansions for it, like legitimately without milking it. So after that, I'd say they're probably trying to milk it, but like 3 good solid expansions, you wouldn't need content patching for that because
Right.
you're getting expansions. That's what they're for, right? Diablo 2 needed that because the game was dead. So
Absolutely. The only two things that I would really love to see if for
You want your
whatever
last
reason, the only two things that I would really like to see for content patches, if for whatever reason it became necessary, would be more like basically newer random events that you wouldn't see on a day-to-day basis. Like
That'd be cool.
yeah, that would be really awesome because it would give people a reason to want to play through different sections of the game and they would explore it. And on top of that, maybe some more lore books, the kind that you pick it up and it starts reading it to you while you're playing through.
Right.
Both of those I think would be very easy to implement and would be, exponentially better for continued gameplay.
That would be cool.
My take on it comes down to what do you consider to be new content? Does it count as new content if they say, we've patched in 3 new prefixes to better suit, a one-handed crossbow demon hunter style because they didn't have, there was a shortage of gear that was really good for them. So there's 3 new prefixes that have stats gear, targeted towards them. Does that count as new content? We've added a new rune word? Does that count as new content? In that sense,
my opinion.
yeah, and in my opinion, not really, but it's kind of new content, but it's not really.
Yeah, technically it is.
It's more of like a
count.
yeah, that's more like a balance patch, to be honest.
Right.
And if we strip that kind of stuff out, then aside from things like maybe the occasional, we've thrown in a new random encounter to Act 2 Zone 3 because there wasn't one, or there was only 2 when usually there's 4. If we kind of strip that stuff out, then I would say no, I wouldn't honestly expect there to be a whole lot of new content, or at least chewy content outside of expansions. So bits and bobs, the occasional thing here, the occasional fringe case, but otherwise, no, I think we'll continue to get the bulk of our content in expansions.
I agree with that. In my opinion, I really don't see that there's going to be a necessity for it. I mean, I'm going to take another game. Borderlands. I'm going to take Borderlands. Yeah, they came out with expansions pretty quick because there was a necessity for it. Thank you. There was a necessity for it because, I mean, once you finished all the content and did everything that there was to do, you stopped playing. You're like, okay, I got the best gun. There's nothing really left to do. I've explored every area. I could make a new character, but in this game, it's kind of like, what's the point? Because nothing's really that different. It's all the same quests, all that stuff. But in coming from Diablo, I don't see there being that problem because you can spend so much time building your character, and there's immensely so much more loot out there to get and more ways you can build their character. In that game, it was just guns. So they're like, okay, we need new content for these people. Let's pump out an expansion and release it really quick. You're not going to have that problem with Diablo 3. You're going to be playing your character or multiple characters for a very long time, getting the best gear you can, exploring every area you can. So I don't think there's going to be a need for them to be like, oh, here, come back to the game, we just put this out, or check this new thing out, here's something to hold you off till the expansion. You're going to be held off just by Diablo 3. So I don't think there's going to be a need for little DLC packs or anything like that.
No, I wouldn't think so.
That's my opinion.
Blizzard they've never done legit like DLC. Okay, emphasis on C. They've never done that. I mean, there's been things that you've paid for, like WoW pets and stuff, but that's not content. That's just whatever. And most likely it's to charity anyway, so whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think we'd see I especially don't think we'll necessarily see something along the lines of, the Dragon
BioWare?
Age.
BioWare. Holy, DLC. They love their DLC.
They do, and it's a system that works for them.
I like it. The DLC
and
is sweet.
It's good, but I really don't think we'd see something like that. It's like, yeah, my toon's running around in this armor because I bought the extra dungeon in the Blood Maw.
Warden's Keep.
And I beat, mini Diablo Ball. Or, sub-boss.
You should go on their
8,
DLC team. There's an opening for that. You run those by Blizzard, I think.
They need to hire me right now. They need these ideas. My name. I got these ideas. I really don't think we'll see that. And though at the same time, I can guarantee that discussions about that type of content have crossed the table. Because you do have companies like BioWare that are turning a fairly hefty profit off of DLC, and it's a buzzword right now. It's something that everybody's doing, everybody's talking about, everybody's trying to get in on. It's like the achievements thing. Like, you've got to have achievements or you're not a real game. You've got to have. So I can guarantee they've talked about it. Have they kiboshed it 100%? I can't say. Do I expect it? I would say unlikely. But given the current economics of games these days, I'm going to leave a foot in the door. Yeah, I'm going to leave the door open a crack.
Right. I guess that's where we'll leave it. And I guess that brings us to the end of the show. It was a good one. This is probably one of my favorites we've ever recorded.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I had a lot of fun. All I have to say is we got some new iTunes reviews, which is awesome. I'm going to read one of my favorite new ones. This one comes from Brad W. Always interesting. Good to hear sane conversations about Diablo versus wading through the verbal diarrhea mire that is the forums.
Wow.
Keep up the great job, guys.
Excellent.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Whose comment was that? Because I want to shake their hand.
Brad W.
We count as sane?
Apparently.
Hey,
sweet.
Anything is saner than the forums, man. Gosh.
Ain't that the truth?
Shout out to the Zelnaga for your continued plight to bring us all down.
Hey, somebody had to take over after Grug left.
Oh, man. Well, he's been okay, a lot of those long-time guys, sometimes they have things that are pretty cool, but man, do they have a serious freaking log up their butt. Just nothing is good enough. Male Demon Hunter comes out, and I don't like the way he's standing. I don't like the way his bow shouldn't be on a 45-degree angle.
It's a Photoshop. I can tell by the
flipping
pixels.
through his shoulder.
Holy mother, you guys okay with anything in this world? Are you gonna be alright?
Never.
Anyways, carry on.
Yeah, other than that, I just wanted to mention the Diablo 3 FAQ Q&A section that has been stickied by Bashiok on the forums. Sixon compiled this list of a bunch of great info that any questions you have, all that stuff.
Mad props to Sixon for that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That was a very excellent job.
He's vying for the MVP.
Do it, man. We need some green text.
Yeah, I'm too much of a jerk to be the MVP.
Me too. I yell at people.
That's a heavy crown to wear, though.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want it.
That's all I'm saying. I'd be mean to people. I'd be like, dude, you idiot. Get off of my forum.
Get out! Banhammer! I'd yell Banhammer at everyone, even though they have absolutely zero authority.
You'd probably banhammer me.
It's like a student hallway monitor.
It would be the
Diablo
fastest
podcast. What is this? Banhammer, get out of here!
fastest stripping of an MVP title ever.
Bashiok bans me. Banhammer on Bashiok.
Oh, War of the Banhammer. But yeah, that's all I got. Anybody else got anything?
No, I think that's about got it. We pretty much branched on quite a few tangents, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. It was a good show. I had a lot of fun. As always, thank you all for listening. We greatly appreciate it. We have a lot of fun recording these, so thank you. As always, feedback is appreciated. Questions, comments, concerns, theworldstonekeep@gmail.com. Like us on Facebook. Just browse the Worldstone Keep. Follow us on the blog, theworldstonekeep.wordpress.com. There you can download all the shows. And then on iTunes, if you subscribe through there, you'll get the latest 5 episodes, I think. For whatever reason, it's not giving us the rest. But yeah, leave us a review on there. Another awesome one like Brad W. And yeah, say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
And we'll see you all next time on The Worldstone Keep.